So here's a good road story for you. So this probably had to be about 20 years ago. Me and my boy, we was doing a two-man show at this comedy club in Michigan, right? And so let me tell y'all something about bookers. Bookers are off the hook. It don't matter what form of entertainment you in. Bookers, you gonna have some stories when it comes to bookers because you never know. You never know what the booker is gonna do, right? And one thing that bookers always try to find a way to be the cheapest on is hotels. So we get booked for this comedy club for 2 nights. Now, even though I was trying to become a full-time comic, which I am now, I wasn't at the time. I was a struggling comic trying to make it up, right? So with that said, I wasn't gonna be struggling and be broke. So I had a full-time job that would let me leave when I needed to, right? So my boy, he's like, Jay, you want to come with me to this club in Michigan? I was going to open for him. I'm like, bet, because I'll come out open for you, and then I know I'll go back and I'll headline, right? So he was like, all right, bet. So he hooked it up, and we got the hotel, right? Yo, have you ever got a hotel, you could tell by the name? You was like, I could tell by the name of this spot. Ain't no way in hell I'm staying at this hotel. Because look, here's my thing. Any hotel that I stay in, if when I come outside my hotel door and I'm outside, bruh, you can miss me with that. You can miss me with anything that ends with an N. I-N-N, no, and no again, right? You don't need to leave the light on for me or none of that. So we get to this hotel, we pull up. I'm like, yo, I'm not staying here. Are you out your freaking mind? I don't need these stories in my life. Side note, I've never grew up with roaches. Like, I don't know if you've grown up with roaches. I have never grown up with roaches. And so you know how you can look at something, you like, nah, and nah, bruh. So I got us a room at the DoubleTree. I'm like, man, I'm not staying here. There's absolutely nowhere we're staying. So I got us a room at the DoubleTree, right? So we get to the club that night. The booker like, y'all checked in. You checked into the hotel before my dog can speak. I was like, nah, man, we ain't staying at that hotel. I saw the roaches on the website. If y'all could have saw how my boy looked at me like, oh my God, no you didn't. Yes, I did. Like, man, would you stay at that hotel with your freaking wife? Do you know, because I said something, now, I don't know how many times before that they had used that hotel. Do you know they stopped using that hotel after I spoke up? Sometimes you got to speak up, man. I love my coffee, y'all know. Sometimes you got to speak up, but like, man, come on, bro. I'm not staying in this hotel, man. Would you? Sometimes I bring my wife. I would be so disrespected if my wife stayed at a hotel, but I have. The game, the thing that you got to do when you first get into the industry is so crazy because you're going to spend a lot of money. That's why it kind of pays to, it's different now in the social media world because you can get paid from social media as you blow up. But back then, if you didn't have a full-time job or business or even, illegal hustles where you had money, you stayed in some shady hotels. Shady is, but here's the worst though. Here's the worst, when you in those paper thin hotel rooms, and you like, you can hear everything that's going on next door. You trying to sleep because it's 1 in the morning, and you just hear, you like, oh God, here we go with this. All night, like you banging on the wall, like, what is going on over there, man? What are y'all on meth or something? It's been an hour and a half. Go to bed already. So just some of the road stories you hear is hilarious, man. But we're gonna get into some more. Holla.